In this lecture, let's learn about what do we mean by chaining middlewares and how we can chain multiple middlewares for a given route. So let's go to VS Code. Now here in this hotels controller, we have a route handler function for creating a new movie object. So we have this create method, which is a route handler function, which gets called whenever we send a post request to this endpoint, right? Now, the problem here is this method is correctly creating a new hotel object when we pass a hotel object in the request body. But if I go to Postman and let me open this create new hotel request here, and in here, if I pass an empty object like this, or if I don't pass anything, okay, and here if I select none, so in the request body for this post object, I'm not passing anything. If I send the request here, let's see what happens. You'll see that we have received this response 201 created. And the hotel object which has been created here is, there you will see that it has a single property called ID. It does not have any other hotel property like the name of the hotel or the price of the hotel or in which city that hotel is. Right. So when we are sending a post request to create a new hotel object, we don't want to create a hotel object with empty hotel details. So this behavior I want to avoid. For that, let's go back to VS Code. And for that, what we are going to do is we are going to create another middleware. So this middleware is going to validate if the request body which we are receiving with the post request, if it is a valid request body or not. So here on the exports object, I'm going to create another function, another method. I'll call it as validate request body. Okay, better I will call it as validate post body, because here we are only going to validate the body of the post request, and actually it should be a function. So here I wanted to use the arrow function syntax, and this is going to receive the request object and the response object and also the next function. Why? Because this is also a middleware function. Now this is not a param middleware function, so that's why I'm not passing the value parameter and the name parameter. This is a normal middleware function. Now in this middleware function, we are going to validate the request body. Now what are we going to validate here? So what I want is, whenever we are going to create a hotel object, that hotel object must have a name, it must have the city, and it must have a price. So for that, here I'm going to write an if statement. Okay, and inside this if statement, we are going to check if the request body contains a name, the city, and the price, then we will consider the request as valid request. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable. I'll call it as body, and we are going to read the body from the request object. So here I'll say request.body. And in the if statement, we are going to check if the body has a name. Okay, so if I expand this hotels.json file, there for each hotel object, we want to have a name. Type is not mandatory. We want to have city, and we want to have price. These three properties must be present in the request body to consider the request body as valid. Okay, so we are going to check if the request body has name and if the request body has a city property and if the request body has a price. So if these three properties are present in the request body, then only we will consider the request as valid request. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, since from within this I want to send a bad request response, here I'm going to check if the request body does not have a name, or if the request body does not have a city, or if the request body does not have a price. So if any one of this property is missing, in that case, from within this middleware, we want to send a response. For that response, we are going to set the status code as 400, which stands for bad request. So we send a status code 400, that is bad request, when we are receiving a bad data with the request. So in this example, if the post request does not contain a valid request body, in that case, we are receiving a bad data with the request. So that's why we are setting the status code for the response as 400, telling the client that we have received a bad request, a request with bad data. And in the response, we are going to send some JSON data. So I'm going to use this JSON method. And from here, first of all, I'm going to set the status to fail. Okay, and then let's specify the message. And for the message, let's say request body does not contain a valid hotel object. Okay, and then from here I will also return, because once the response is sent to the client, I want to terminate the request response cycle. So that's why I'm returning from here. But in case if the request body contains a name property, and it also contains a city property, and it also contains a price property, in that case the request body is valid. So in that case we are going to call the next middleware in the stack. Okay, let me save the changes here. So here we have created a middleware function. Now we want to use this middleware function, this validate post body, only for one request, the request which is coming for this endpoint. So if a user is making a post request to /API/v1/hotels to create a new hotel object, at that time, before this route handler function is called, before that I want to call this validate post body middleware function. Now, how can I call it just for one request, just for this request, and that too before the route handler function is called? For that, we can use the concept of chaining middlewares. So for a given route, we can execute multiple middlewares, and the order in which we specify them inside this method, they are executed in the same order. So to this post method, I can pass multiple middleware functions. Currently to this post method, I am passing a single middleware function, which is this route handler function. But to this post method, I can pass multiple middleware functions. And the order in which we specify them, they get executed in that same order. So here, before this create route handler function, I want to execute this validate post body middleware function. So what I can do here is, using this hotel controller, on this we also have a method validate post body. So now you see I'm passing two middleware functions to this post method, and this is called as middleware chaining. Here I'm chaining two middlewares. This is the first middleware and this is the second middleware. Whenever a post request will come to this endpoint, first this middleware will be executed. In this middleware, we are checking if the request body is valid or not. If the request body is not valid, it is immediately going to return a response and it will terminate the request response cycle. So in that case, this route handler function will not get called. But if the request body is valid, if it contains the name property, city property, and the price property, in that case, this if statement will not get executed and it is going to call the next middleware in this stack. And the next middleware in this case will be this route handler function. So this will be called. Okay. And this is called as middleware chaining. So let me save the changes here. Let's go to Postman. And now let's try to create a new hotel object by making a post request to this endpoint, but without specifying a request body. So if I send the request, you see, okay, there is something wrong. Let's see if we have any error. So here it says cannot read properties of undefined reading name. All right, this is correct, because since we have not specified a request body for the post request, in that case, this middleware, this express.json middleware, it will not be able to parse the request body because no request body is present, and it will not be able to attach it to the body property of the request object. That means this body property here of this request object, it will be undefined. And on that undefined, we are trying to access name, city, and price. So here, what I will do is, before checking if the name, city, and price is present on the body object or not, before that, we will also check if the request body is valid or not. So here, I'll pass the body object. So if the request body is not undefined, in that case only we want to check this if condition. So here I'm going to check if the request body is already undefined. Then I want to return another response saying that request does not contain a body. Okay, let's save the changes. Let's go to Postman. Let's try it one more time. And this time we have received this response 400 bad request, and it says request does not contain a body. Now let me go ahead and let me pass a body. So again, I'll select raw and let's select JSON. And here let's pass a hotel object where I'm going to specify the name property. And let's say name is test hotel. If I send this request, still we should get 400 bad request. Okay, we are receiving this 400 bad request, and it says request body does not contain a valid hotel object because we also need to specify the city. So let's say city here is Jaipur. Again, if I send this request, it should not work because it is still missing the price property. So let's specify the price property. And now let's say price is maybe 3000. Now if I send the request, we should get a success response. So you see, we have received a success response 201 created, and a hotel object has been created with ID 9 and with these three properties. So now we have created a middleware function which we are executing before the route handler function. And here we are chaining multiple middlewares together. And the order in which we have chained them, they will be executed in the same order. So first, this will be executed. And from here, when the next function is called, it is going to call the next middleware function, basically this route handler function. And this is called as chaining of middleware. Now, this concept of chaining middleware, we are going to use a lot when working with Express application. So in our coming lectures also, you will see that I'm using this concept of chaining middlewares at multiple places because this is very common in Express.js. And here, for this same request, currently I'm using two middleware functions. I'm chaining two middleware functions, but I can also chain more middleware functions. So before validating the post body, I would also like to check if the user who is making a post request, if that user is a logged in user or not. So for that also, I can create a middleware function and I can run it before validating the post body. So in that way, we will have three middleware functions chained together. The first middleware function will validate if the user is an authenticated user or not. If he is an authenticated user, then this validate post body middleware will be called, which will validate the post request body. If the post request body is valid, then it is going to call the next middleware, which is this create route handler function. And this is responsible for creating the response and sending it to the client. So we can chain multiple middlewares together using middleware chaining concept. All right, so this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. I hope now you understand what do we mean by middleware chaining and how we can chain multiple middlewares together for a specific route. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.